Representative Johnson.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. You know, I appreciate that you are trying to follow in the footsteps of Ranking Member Meeks and reauthorize the State Department. But this process is not being done in a transparent or bipartisan way. An org chart alone does not tell us how offices will be staffed and how technical expertise will be retained, whether budget and resource allocations will reflect the mergings of offices and restructuring of foreign assistance, or whether the remaining offices will have the independence and authority to do a good work regardless of which politicians are in office. But Republicans have refused to hold even one hearing to date with Secretary Rubio to explain to the American people why they are dismantling vital agencies and programs. I understand from today that he hopefully will come to testify before this committee, and I hope, in fact, that that actually happens. The administration has already slashed our interagency regardless of congressional authorization or input, and reportedly plans to downsize our global presence by closing dozens of embassies and consulates. This reorganization would have a dramatic U.S. national security implications, constitutes an unjustified seismic shift in the U.S. foreign policy enterprise, and includes many proposed measures that would be illegal and without congressional action. Let me be clear, what is being proposed by Republicans in this administration would make us less safe and risk American lives. The State Department, USAID, and its diplomatic corps have been the backbone of American foreign policy, advancing U.S. interests, strengthening alliances, and responding to global crisis. Democrats have never shied away from conversations about improving the existing system, but slashing their workforces, closing embassies, consulates, and missions, and dismantling key bureaus is reckless and cripples our inability to conduct diplomacy, counter China and Russia, and maintain our way of life. The administration must engage with Congress, including testifying before us to explain and defend these plans to restructure the country's premier diplomatic agencies. Otherwise, this is not a serious or thoughtful process, and Democrats will not rubber stamp half-baked, dangerous challenges. You know, I'm very concerned about just the lack of stability. I believe one of you testified in response to another member's question, just the ongoing nature of administration to administration to administration. And I'm very concerned about what that does to the role of U.S. stability in the world is how people view us as a partner. And are we less stable? Are we less reliable? Are we subject to such broad changing whims? And it makes us, I think, an unreliable partner. And it's very concerning to me. And also, I think this process of reorganization is appropriate. It's something we should absolutely do in a thoughtful, reasoned manner. But what's happened is the administration has taken a wrecking ball to our foreign policy, and then we're supposed to come back and take a look at it in the review mirror. And that's not how the process is designed to work. The process should be, we should have people come in and testify regarding various programs and let us determine, have they fulfilled their mission? Did they never achieve the intended purpose? Have they exceeded their authority, or whatever the case may be? And then this committee should be able to go through and decide and give directives. These are the programs that Congress chooses to fund. Rather than that, the administration has just obliterated them all, expecting this committee to rubber stamp it in full. So my question to you is, what would be the practical impact of a nearly 50% cut to the department's budget request by the administration on the State Department's programming and personnel? I think we're close on time, so Dr. Zia?
I would just repeat the point I made earlier, Congresswoman. It doesn't add up. And, you know, a 15% domestic staffing cut combined with a 50% operational cut, it's very hard for me to imagine how, you know, this conversation has been about meeting 21st century challenges, streamlining decision-making, yes, absolutely, to be able to be more agile, more impactful for the American people. There's a lot of explaining to do how this could possibly happen with, it isn't even attenuated. That is an unprecedented cut and chop to U.S. diplomatic operations. And we're talking about things like oversight, which are absolutely essential. How do you do that all with far fewer salaries paid and operations in place when our adversaries are in maximum overdrive.
Right. Thank you. I'm out of time. Thank you so much, and I yield back.
Thank you.